Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name's Jarek, and today we're back in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 64 of our playthrough. And in our previous room, we finished up the Shrine of Sacrilege. There really wasn't anything left other than to loot a couple of boxes. I thought that there was another level going down, but there wasn't. And so we were able to loot a few things out of there. We got a few short swords out of the deal that were magic. And we also got a set of puzzle pieces that were similar to the ones that we found in the puzzle room back some time ago. So I suspect we're going to be needing those at some point. We left that cave and we got back onto the main map where we decided to do a bit of work with our armies. Our main army returned to Dresden while our secondary army came south to deal with the level 4 army that was near where Valric and party were. It was actually a really easy fight. Our wizard general she didn't even have to cast any spells. Her infirmary easily handled the few injuries that we got, so we decided to just keep moving with her and take the fort that was located right adjacent to that previous fight. So now we have 2 forts that we're holding down. Well, we have more than 2, but we captured a new one, I should say. The fight for the fort went equally well. We did have to throw a few flame strikes on that one, but it was pretty easy victory. And again, the injuries weren't anywhere near overflowing our infirmary, so now we have possession of that fort, and that's where our army's going to rest for now. Having gotten used to having gotten to use champions now, I think I might have decided incorrectly when I selected shield wall infantry in our first military council. Those guys are fast, they're brutal, and really I didn't have any issues with them dying. Although if anyone were to ever get the first strike on them, I think that would be bad. But here's the thing. When I was selecting the shield wall guys, I was thinking, yeah, no, shield wall sounds really good. You know, good defensive position. And I wasn't really thinking of the mechanics of the game. And there isn't really any way to do a shield wall on the on the strategic combat map, because there's no free strikes. There's no any rule at all that's stopping somebody from just running right past the shield infantry. Really, the heavy damage is what I should have gone with. And I think in the future, I'll keep that in mind. I wasn't thinking about the mechanics of it. And so I picked the wrong thing. I'm pretty sure. They're really sturdy, but they don't hit very hard. And so they're really just a bag of hit points that are standing out there, not doing a whole lot. They're not blocking much. They're not really doing hardly anything. So that's just what it is. You know, we make mistakes, we move on. It'll be just fine. Nothing to worry about. We did continue south with Valric. We are heading towards the area that the scouts uncovered. And there's a sizable demon army blocking that path. But with Arushale in the party now and having good stealth skill, we decided to go ahead and try sneaking by them. And on the way, we had a random encounter. And we were walking through this valley here. That's where we're at now. We're coming down through here. There's just a ton of traps down through here. And so we got rid of the traps and we made it over to here. And we found our old friend Woljef here with a whole bunch of cultists. And he was kind of playing to them and making them think that he was one of them, sitting on this stone throne up here. And he was basically just trying to survive, I think is what it was. And so he was pretending to be one of them. We had this knight Deval over here. They were getting ready to sacrifice him when we came in. And then there was a whole thing where, you know, we'll just manage to convince the cultists that we're all really friends of Baphomet and that we're all on the same side. So with Woljef and his special shadow and so on, the cultists thought he was somebody, you know, blessed by Baphomet. And so they were basically listening to every word that he said and doing everything he said. And he was just trying to stay alive. So we came along apparently just in the nick of time, managed to save both of them. The cultists have been sent off to a field and we have now Woljef back with us. But the caveat to that is he is a demon that's been pursuing him. So we're going to have to deal with the demon. Between sessions, I did get Woljef's Mythic Pass sorted. I picked up Abundant Casting for him and also picked up Sneak Attack Mythic for extra d6 damage on his sneak attacks. His spell book is looking pretty good at this point. He hits a lot of different spells. I haven't rested yet, but he's going to have some reduced person spells. That's really going to help him out because he doesn't need strength at all. So that's a bonus to dexterity and also a size penalty to strength, which he doesn't care about. and a +1 bonus on attack rolls and AC due to reduced size. So that's going to be really nice buff for him. One of the things I did notice is that he gets, and it's the, I didn't realize this when we were first playing before, but he has finesse training with daggers, which means he gets his dex modifier to his damage instead of strength. So I currently have him with a sickle and a rapier. We're going to have to get him back into daggers at some point pretty quick. So we'll keep our eye out for good daggers. I didn't realize he had that. And so we're kind of giving up a lot of extra damage right now by not having that dex bonus, but we'll be okay. We'll be all right. So, all right. So we are pretty much ready to head out. We have a little bit of looting to do here. So let's take a look and see what's around. And then we will be on our way. Okay, a couple of potions. That is protection from evil, banish, a couple of scrolls, some monster, and scroll of divine favor. Got a mace and a crossbow. Cold iron masterwork heavy crossbow. Does he have... He doesn't even have a ranged weapon right now. Not that he's been using them too much anyway, but yeah, he doesn't have anything right now. You know what? We'll give him this for the time. No, not that. Where's that heavy crossbow we just picked up? Let's sort everything. That'll help. All right, here we go. Now let's take one more look. I do have a dagger. It's not magic, but it is masterwork. Do we give him that instead of the +1 rapier? I think so. I think we do. And then this I'm going to keep in his hand because this has, it's finesse wielding. Target has to must pass a reflex saving throw or be staggered for a round. So we're going to keep that for just the time being until we find a better dagger. But we'll keep our eyes open, like I said, for good daggers. That'll be fine. All right, so there's that. Let's throw this in his offhand here, in his other hand here, so that we can get that going. All right, that's everything. That's a dead end. All right, party's ready to move on. We better sort our marching order. I'm sure it's all messed up now. Sela up front. Let's do this and this and this and this and this. Something like that. Keep Urushala back. Keep Nenio sort of back. I think that'll be fine. All right, here we go. Okay, and we are going to continue south here. We've been to Green Gates already. Spotted the enemies we're going to invade because we're good like that. All right, here we go. So we're trying to get down to Molten Scar here because this is the place that our scouts uncovered. So we're going to go ahead and enter there. Okay, first thing.
What's on your mind?
Let's have a little light spell, maybe. That's light. There we go. Okay, what do we got? Potion of Restoration. We got a scroll of Cause Fear. Got some other stuff. Okay, here we go. Couple of rocks down there. Got a Crusader here. Probably about to get sacrificed. Something. Changed into a ghoul, maybe. Poor Thomas. Okay, we're gonna have to probably fight our way down there. Let's do that.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Woljif. Now you have... I don't have a lot of actual spells for you. I probably should have rested, to be honest, but that's okay. We're all right. Sure, we got fights along the way down there. Here's one. What, 3 Brocks here. Camellia's first. We're going to have a little luck on Valric here. And a little chant. Valric's going to charge. Valric's not charging. Instead, Valric would like to do what? Well, he just can't do much of anything right at this second here. Okay. We can do this. Ooh, good roll. Okay, Nenio, we're going to haste everybody up here. That's her last haste spell. Probably should have saved that, to be honest. Alright, Woljif. Woljif is going to not use any of his cool new spells because he is...
Cover me, all right?
Critical hit for 9. Okay. Barushula. Yeah, let's turn off point blank. Yeah, I really definitely should have,
I will resist.
Oh, killed him. Alright, Aura. Get up in there. Sela, same thing. Let's have a...
The light will take you.
Alright, Camellia. Let's do the old minus armor class. Let's do it on him. And let's have another chant. Valric. Okay. Enio. There's another one back there, huh? Full strength on Sela. Can't. See if we can glitter dust all these guys. That's something. Not sure what. Alright, Arushla. They're all got mirror image going now.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, Amelia, let's do another minus armor class on this fella right here, who's almost dead. Actually, let's do it on him, because he's going to be next. And then a chant. That's probably too far out. Alright, Valric, see if you can finish this guy off here. Nice. Okay, Nenio. Let's have a little stone skin. Is that stone skin communal? That'll help us with the damage that we're taking. And see if you can knock one of these mirror images out. Oh, never mind. Okay, Rushla. See if you can finish him, I guess.
Desna, guide my hand.
Nice. Alright, see, they'll finish him. Okay, Camellia,
I'll cut you wide
get in there and help out.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Wow. Enio got a kill with her bow. Let's get down here before our haste wears off. Large Vrock looked at you, craning her disgusting bald neck. Her piercing screech sounds menacing. Why are you here? Do you want to become demons too? Vrocks will transform you right away. Yeah, that's not true. What are you doing here? Obviously, they're making demons. Ah, fine. We'll ask. The Vrock sticks her chest out and spreads her massive black wings. Vormarak, wise Vrock, magic Vrock, snatcher of pathetic humans, maker of demons. What are you doing here? Unblinking bird eye stare at you. Vormarak is making an army. She sends her flock to get humans, silly crusaders, at night. The ones she steals, she transforms, makes good demons with sharp teeth. Oh, who will kill you? Ha ha ha. The Vrock bursts into shameless screeching laughter as she looks at her deformed prisoners. Why, Xanthier, the Plagued One, told her to fly here and gather an army, harm humans. He doesn't have time to do it himself. He is busy reading and thinking. He said he would give the Vrock horrific power, like the strongest demons have. Why, Xanthier, the Plagued One, knows the secret, how to pour more power into demons. When he rewards the Vrock, she will tear off the heads of everyone who banished Vormarak, and with others she will hunt you from the skies, pathetic humans. Where'd you learn how to do this? The Vrock shows you her wrinkled red fist. A piece of paper is clenched within it, smeared with soot and blood. Old knowledge. Wise Vrock read it and did it. Savvy Thiefling has serious doubts that the Vrock has ever read anything in her entire life. The savvy Thiefling thinks that the wise Vrock is telling fibs. Tiefling, sorry, not Thiefling. Making demons out of humans. Oh, how fascinating. I've never heard of such transmutation before. A sheet of paper and a pencil appear in Nenio's hands. My dear colleague, please share your valuable experience with me. How do you do it? Even a broad outline would be most welcome. The Vrock walks around, flapping her wings, snapping her beak, chitter-chattering the strange words. And all the while, the little humans' bones wriggle out of their skins. Their eyes pop out of their sockets. Their tongues flop out of their mouths, all blue, just as it's written. That's what happens. Nenio frowns, looking unconvinced. Allow me to challenge your account, Madame Vrock, and engage in a scholarly debate with you. It's extremely unlikely that any reputable scientific work you would find the words chitter-chatter. An indignant screech bursts from the demon. The Vrock is wise. The Vrock could not read the scratches. But Xanthier the Plagued One ordered the Vrock to get the silver-tongued elf who knows the ancient words, and he translated everything. He was screaming in pain while Xanthier was eating him. We'll just, bluff him. The Vrock is truly wise. The Vrock clucks happily and starts bragging, shedding her caution. Vormarak is the wisest of Vrocks. Vormarak is Ravuka. That means very smart. Have you ever seen the wide gate of the world she opened? This is to have more power flow here, to make bigger demons out of stupid humans with bigger teeth. We can... Yeah, we'll send him off to get a reward. Why Xanthier the Plague One ordered me to relieve you. Give me the page and fly quickly to your reward. Oh, we failed the check. We missed a 5? Really? Rolled a 2 on our bluff. The Vrock clucks happily, but then looks at you with suspicion and anger. You are lying. You are afraid of the Vrock, hoping for mercy. You can't fool the Vrock. Yeah, should we try the intimidate? Might as well give it a try. Failed that too. The Vrock opens her beak wide and lets out an ear-splitting shriek. Your eyes! Come close! The Vrock will peck out your eyes, tear out your vile tongue, claw your pathetic heart. Alright, time to do this. The demon snaps her beak greedily. The Vrock will make an army, and wise Xanthier the Plagued One will give her power in return. Huge power! He taught the Vrock to make rifts and said he will give even more power. And Vrocks will transform you as well. You'll be a good demon, an angry demon, a toothy one.
Can we retreat already?
Alright, Arusula. Let's hit him before he has a chance to get going here too much. A little bit. And there's the mirror image. Alright, Woljiff. Let's have a little Cat's Grace potion.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
0. Okay, Aura. Camellia, you need to move up.
The spirits demand your blood.
And Sela, you're going to do that.
Into the fray.
Nenio, let's have... I don't think we're under stone skin anymore, are we? Doesn't look like it. Well, we're resting after this, so we're going to do it one more time here. Alright, Arusula. Keep hitting Vormarak.
I will resist.
Alright, Woljiff. You need a potion of good, potion of blessed weapon. And then we're gonna stabby. That did it. Alright, Camellia. No, sorry, Arusula's up again. Might as well focus our fire here, I guess. Okay, Valric, see if you can finish this guy off. Close. Or I can finish him. There we go. Camellia. Nope, Sela. Alright, let's have another Smite Evil here.
The light take you.
It's all your fault.
Who just went down? Woljiff did. Nenio's stunned, so we might as well get up here and do some
You are
work.
today's sacrifice.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Okay, Nenio's back. What do we want Nenio to do? Nenio's got one phantasmal killer left. I don't know who to put that on. Seela's already still got bull strength running. No.
Desna, guide my hand.
Well, that's a lot of missing.
Your fault.
Alright, let's have a minus saving throws. Nah, let's just have a minus armor class.
Into the fray.
There we go.
Tactical retreat. No.
Alright. What do we got? We have page smeared with blood and soot. This paper is old and stained black with blood and
I'm
okay.
not nearly rich enough.
Stop. It's not hurting us, but it's still just hold on. Paper is old and stained black with blood in places. Someone has written over the ancient elven runes in blood. Just one fragment of the corner is readable. Not a portal, but a soft spot in the space of the world. Many gods and demons have the power to open such a rift, but doing this will not be to their liking, so they will leave the request unanswered. Therefore, one should. The text below is covered by the rock's blood. Okay, we've got a ring and an amulet and another protection ring and another amulet and another protection ring. We just got a new mythic path upgrade, so that's good. Take a look at these rings we just picked up here. Okay, first ring, Avenging Ring. Whenever aware this ring becomes a target of an attack of opportunity, the attacker suffers D8 force damage. It's interesting. Leather armor +2 is probably going to be nice. 4 +1 rings. The amulets that we just picked up are Mighty Fists. Amulet grants wear +1 enhancement bonus on attack and damage rolls with unarmed attacks and natural weapons. Doesn't really help us too much there, does it? I don't know if we want to do anything with this ring or not. One thing I do want to check out is whether or not Woljif can... Incredible Dex conflicts with Cat's Grace. That's okay. It still adds +2. It just negates the belt while the spell's in effect, that's all. Can he wear that leather armor? He cannot. Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay, let's take all that.
Tactical retreat. No.
Woolard. Crusader in front of you looks terrible. His skin is charred and cracked, oozing blood. Horrible claws are growing from under his nails, tearing them from the fingers, and barely controlled madness is flickering in his eyes. The wheezing coming from the knight's bloodied throat is the growl of an animal. Help! In the name of all the gods! Seela, who has been watching the knight with an expression of sympathy, suddenly jerks away and points to the farthest cage. Another figure is hunkered down inside it, one that seems suspiciously familiar. It looks like Janna, the new recruit from the Eagle Watch who deserted after the demon attack in the Houndheart's camp. Do you know anything about the girl in the other cage? Who are you? Let's start there. Woolard, gathering all of his strength, the knight gives a short, clipped reply, reporting he's been as he's been trained to do. Crusaders abducted during the exploratory mission. I am Woolard, and this is Thomas. The knight nods and nods to his friend. The latter cannot speak. His pointed teeth are growing without stopping, and they've pierced through his lower jaw, sealing his mouth shut. He's moaning something furiously, his bloodshot eyes rolling wildly. Do you know anything about the girl in the other cage? No, they brought her in after. She could barely stand. She was weak from exhaustion. Looked like she hadn't eaten in days. The Vrocs tossed her in that cell and haven't touched her since. She hasn't talked to us either. All right, how did you get here? The flame of fury is raging in the Crusader's eyes. We were exploring the gorge on Anevia's orders, and we ran into them. Vrocs attacked us, beat us up, and dragged us here. We thought that they wanted to eat us. Oh, gods, it would have been better if they had. What they did to you was horrible. The knight stops, a soft, unpleasant sound heard amidst the silence, the grinding of the Crusader's horrific teeth. Finally, the knight chokes out a response. We have families, Commander. Save us. What did they do to you? We were put through some horrifying ritual. Maybe that's how Arilu tormented her test subjects. The pain is unbearable, Commander, like being dipped in boiling water and then dragged over a grater. I saw the abyss. It lunged at me like a wild beast, pouring its vile poison into me. It entered my bones, turning them into molten metal. The Vrocs said that I would be their soldier. Thomas and I are far from the first ones they've done this to. I think they make a kind of tunnel through to their cruel world, and the filth gushes in from there. They pump it into us and make us fight for their side. It pains me to think about it, but a few times I thought that the demons I killed looked like some of my friends, people I thought had died. Now I know what happened to them. To have first-hand knowledge of the subtle influence of the abyss emanations, to have endured such fundamental transmutation and retained your sanity, I am truly delighted for you. I even envy you a little. If only I could have the chance to participate in such a groundbreaking experiment. Well, what would you like us to do? Help us or kill us, but don't abandon us like this. This pain is unbearable. It's taking over my mind. I'm afraid I'll kill somebody. Maybe the clerics can cure us. Look at me, warrior. I know what you are feeling. I also sense the beast in my soul. I hear its raging howls. But fight it, every day, every moment. You are not doomed. You have been marked by the abyss, but it is not a death sentence. I am living proof of that. The Crusader presses his fist to his chest. Yes, the beast inside. How do you resist it? How do you suppress this rage? What is there to discuss? They have been mutilated. They are in pain. Killing them would be mercy. If you're not willing to do it, I'll do it myself. Yeah, go to the camp. If the clerics don't cure you, they'll at least take care of you. Bloody tear rolls down the knight's cheek. His hoarse voice is trembling. Thank you for not turning your back on us, for not abandoning us. With your permission, Thomas and I will search the vicinity. Now that the Vrocs have been ousted, we need to gather their poor victims. They need help too.
I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough.
All right, let's collect all that. Do I have a bless spell available?
Together, we stand.
I do.
Operane sentes.
All right, what do we got? Gloves and some magic essence. The gloves are gloves of arcane eradication. Grant the wearer a +4 bonus to ranged touch attack rolls and a +5 competence bonus on use magic device skill checks. Well, those will be lovely for Ember. Okay, Jana. Jana. What are we going to do with you? The girl raises her eyes at you. She is deathly pale, either from exhaustion or terror. You don't know. Knight Commander, it's you. Yeah. Jana, by the gods. Come on, look alive. We're going to get you out. How did you wind up here? I got lost. I lost my way when I ran. I walked and walked with no food, and then the rocks came, and she shudders and peers around with haunted eyes. Did they perform the ritual on you, one they did to the other two captured crusaders? Not before you got here, but they said I'd be next, and I couldn't do anything. I just had to watch and wait. So what am I doing with you now? She gathers her remaining scraps of strength and takes a breath. I know you're angry with me because I ran. I left you in the middle of a fight against the demons. I deserted my duty, but it was my first real battle against actual demons. She's so scared she can barely think straight. We need to get her out of here. Yeah, okay. I'm a kind and forgiving soul. We'll get you out. Sela moves to step forward, but the look in Janna's eyes stops her. Janna starts to speak in a rush of words. It seems she's reached the limit of her fear. Back home in Mivian, everyone was always praised me for my fencing skills. I mainly fenced in tournaments and duels. A couple of times I came up against actual marauders. I won every encounter. I always won, and I thought I'd come to Mendev, join the Crusaders, and cover myself in real glory. The truth is, I soon realized that I'd been a foolish, silly girl. I realized it before the attack on Canabras, but then I met you, Sela, and that changed everything. Everything came so easily to you. You could fall into caves below Canabras, survive terrible dangers, and then turn around and order a tankard of ale in the tavern like it was nothing. You went on the attack on the Grey Garrison and came back stronger than ever, now a companion of Iomede's chosen one. And then there's your motto, no glory without risk. You were the heroine I had always imagined myself to be, and that's why I insisted on going with you after those demons. I wanted to keep up with you, to prove I was as good as you, and now look where it's led me. Janna breaks into racking sobs. Sela looks shaken and distraught. Gritting her teeth, she breaks the lock off the cage. You heard what the commander said, Janna. You're free to go wherever, and if it counts for anything, I'm sorry. Okay, we got something over here. Some more ingredients. That's good. Those will make a couple of more haste or phantasmal killer scrolls, looks like. Am I missing anything here? I don't see anything else. Now, do we want to rest before we leave here? I think we do. I think I'd rather rest in here than out on the trail, because the fights that we're getting out on the trail are getting to be really difficult. Let's just go ahead and rest here. We have new mythic paths to choose. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? We're right up on about 40 minutes here anyway. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this stuff off screen, and I will get everybody's new mythic skills sorted, and I will get us rested, and then next time we will be ready to go continuing on. So if you've enjoyed this episode, do me a big favor, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button too, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.